Hey y'all, and welcome to day five, what in the world? Day 17 of the WSOP and the fourth annual WSOP All Vegas Poker Daily Spaces coverage. I'm Sherry Pluskota, aka the White Oprah of the poker community. Thank you, David Buckauer. Sorry, I get a giggle every time I think about that statement. Please be reminded that we will always try to give the most updated and accurate information possible, but we are human and information is always fluid in the poker world. So please make sure you double check any information we provide to ensure yourself the best experience possible. And please correct us if we are wrong. We want to get it right. Thank you. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel at Sherry Pluskota 9212. You can find the recordings of all my past spaces and interviews there. It's free of charge, and we are uploaded through day 15. Many thanks to Sean McCormick and Craig Larson for agreeing to host the seventh official Spaces meetup game at the Bellagio at 2 p.m. on June 26th. It is a cash game, and pizza will be provided by our hosts. So many thanks to them. And of course, we have amazing Splash the Pot items that have been donated by just an array of people, Joey and Exec Deck and the Green Visor Gang's putting something together, and poker.org, and Tana at the Run Good series sent us some swag, and the list goes on, and it's awesome. It's going to be a lot of fun giving that stuff away. Be reminded the Quilt for Charity fundraiser is ongoing. Please consider making a tax deductible donation via the designated link to Poker Gives Charity Feed the Homeless program. A $10 donation gets you one ticket, and a $25 donation will get you 5 tickets. Don't miss your chance to win this one-of-a-kind autographed poker T-shirt quilt. I can't wait to give it away. It's going to be a full circle for me giving that poker T-shirt away, that poker T-shirt quilt away, and I'm looking forward to it. Welcome, Joey. How are you?
I am in a great mindset, Sherry. Thank you for asking.
Yes, awesome. Love to hear it. And what are we playing today? Are we taking a day off?
We're not. We're feeding the soul.
Awesome. I love that. People sometimes forget that they get to Vegas, and I'm guilty of it when I first started going to Vegas for the WSOP. Where I live, I don't have any legal poker. So when I go to Vegas back then, I'm going morning, noon, and night playing poker, right? Because I don't get to play it at home. And so there came a realization when I'll never forget it. One summer, they were doing free rolls, and you had to qualify by playing certain amount of hours of cash games at a casino, and you could get into their free roll. And their free rolls were really juicy, and not many people banked the hours. So a lot of times when you went for the free roll, you had to eliminate less than 10 people, and you were getting a $500 um, $500 to add to your bankroll. And so I'll never forget this one trip. I think I got into free rolls by playing cash. Now, mind you, say if I got there on a Thursday or a Wednesday, I had to play enough hours by like Sunday to qualify for the free roll the following week. And let me tell you something. I was morning, noon, and night trying to get those hours, not only at one casino, but like at two or three. I mean, it was
Oh,
crazy.
geez.
Yeah, it was nuts, Joe. And
Everybody that lives here is doing that over the course of a month, and you come into town, you do it in 2 days.
yes, exactly that. And I'll never forget that I got up at I had went to bed at like 2 in the morning, got up at like 5:30 in the morning because that you could start hours at 6 a.m. And I thought, oh, it'll be slower in the morning, not so many drunks. You know what I mean? Like it'll be like I'm already tired, so it'll be a little chill. I can go play for a few hours, go take a nap, and then come back for an evening session, rested and ready to play the grind it. And so I'll never forget. I get to it was Harrah's on the strip. I'll never forget as long as I live. And I walk into the poker room and there are two tables playing. And this one table is hooping and hollering. And I was like, oh shit, it is way too early in the morning for this. But I'm in. So I got a seat, of course, it's seat one. And I just sat down and like was trying to figure out what the hell had been going on all night because I knew some of them had been there since I left at 2 in the morning. Behind seat 9 or 10, there was this um sorry, but she was skanky looking young lady standing behind like this guy at seat, I think it was seat 9 or 10. And I thought, oh, she's too young to be his wife. And she's probably too skanky too, because he was very well dressed. Yeah, I'm judging, no doubt about it. Like, what's going on here? Why is she standing behind him or whatever? And they were different races from each other. And it just, as soon as you looked, you're like, okay, you know, she's getting paid by the hour for sure, is your first thought, right? And so um, the game is going, and I'm just sitting there, first of all, I'm exhausted trying to figure out what the hell's going on at this table. Who's the drunkest? Who's not? Who's, taking advantage of who, whatever. All of a sudden, this guy who has this young lady standing behind him, somebody says to me, ask him where that girl came from. I'm like, why do I have to ask him? He goes, because we all know, but it's funny when he tells the story. I'm like, I'm in. Of course I'm going to ask him. You don't have to tell me twice. So I lean over. They told me his name. I don't remember his name. Hey, blah, blah, blah. Hey, where'd you get the girl? And of course he's drunk. And he goes, oh my God, you're never going to believe it. I went to the men's room and she was in there with a couple others. And I thought, oh, I walked into the ladies' room. So I walked back out and looked at the sign on the wall. Sure enough, it was the men's room and I had to pee. So I walked back in. And of course, she offers to help. And I'm like, no, thank you. And she's been following me ever since. I was dying, dude. Oh my God, it was so fun. I'm just going to tell you, that table was probably the best poker table I ever sat at because, like, there was so much going on and I was there for it. Like, I'm a hook, line, and sinker. I will sit here the next 3 hours just to watch these Goombas play poker.
It's great when life provides us the entertainment, right?
I was dying. And then every few minutes he would yell out, "Is she still there? Oh my God, she followed me from the men's room." I mean, it would be like every
Oh
day.
no.
It was so bad. And I guess there was a change of shifts with the poker room. And the guy that came on duty knew me. And as soon as he saw me at that table, he walked right over and made her leave. Like, he's like, you get out of here or I'll have you escorted out. So uh, and kudos to that, person in the poker room for making sure that I was having a good time as well. And I was like, she wasn't harming me in any shape, way, form, whatever. But it was very respectful that he did ask her to leave. But oh my God, where was I going with that story? Anyway, off the rails, and it's okay. We like off the rails. So, Joey, tell us how to get a free download of your book titled Poker Dance.
We will put another link in the comments here after I'm done with my lesson. Just click on it. It will go right to Amazon. You'll see under the Kindle version, although if you want to order the paperback and if you're like a reader like I am, buy the book, but you don't have to because you can download the Kindle version right on Amazon. It goes right into your phone. You don't need any extra app or anything anymore because Amazon owns Kindle. You just hit the download button and you download it. All that I ask is I need some reviews, good, bad, ugly, I don't care. The more reviews, the better off we are in life. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We just need those reviews.
Right
So,
on.
yes, please. Yes.
Download that book. He's going to put the link in the chat and please leave a review. He's working hard pumping out these books. And you know what? That's the least we can do for a free copy. So appreciate that, Joey. And
Yeah, and the more reviews I get, the more of my other books I'll make available for free too. I might even release some order. I have a couple audible versions of the first two episodes of Poker Gods. I might even maybe we'll have a little contest, and I'll give everybody a link to the Audible versions of those. We'll see.
I love
But we
that.
need some responses, though. You know what I'm
I
saying?
know, I know, I know, I
Mhm,
know. I appreciate that, and so does our
mhm,
audience for sure, Joe. And
mhm.
um, I want to give a little shout out. Aaron Barone is going to join us on Monday and give us an update what's going on in his life and his poker world. And Papa Poker will be here on Saturday, of course. And I'm going to tell you guys, as you guys know, I'm really busy right now. So, yes, I'm going to continue to ask people to come on and be our guests during the Daily Show. This is not what I've done in the last 3 years. Ambitious goal to have somebody every day come on and chat with us. And I love the idea, but you have to understand the amount of work it takes behind the scenes to make it happen. And so don't be surprised if we only have 3, 4 maybe a week, or maybe even less, because they are also focusing, on their tournament play. So I'm just letting y'all know that. I know y'all have been spoiled because we had some great guests join us in these daily shows over the last 2 weeks. And believe me, nobody's enjoying it more than myself. But just wanted to give you guys a little heads up. Also, as I head to Vegas myself, it gets a little more complicated to have guests because I'm doing this in a hotel on the fly and so on and so forth. And I also want to enjoy my time in Vegas, right? I'm hoping to do some in person spaces with some of these names that haven't joined us yet. So, fingers crossed, we'll see how it shakes out. But I just wanted to let y'all know that little bit of information. Um, have you seen the contest I'm running? Joey, what do you think? Have you seen it?
Which one?
I love it. The pictures, identify the pictures.
Oh, I need to look at the post. Oh my
All
goodness.
right, you guys, there is a post I made yesterday. And thank you to Katie Lindsey and ACR because they've given me some tickets to give away to first, second, and third place. There is 2, I'm going to just say posters, so to speak, on that post. And there is it 15 or 16 photos between those 2 posters? And you have to guess who the baby or young child is in the picture and submit your list of guesses to me in a DM by the 14th, which is Monday. And we're going to give away those ACR tickets. And let me just tell you, pay close attention to the special instructions. And zone in on those pictures and really go slow and think about who these folks could be. And I'm going to tell you, you're going to have an advantage if you've been in spaces the last 3 years with me, because there are some new spacers in there and some old spacers in there. However, they're all spacers. So, and of course, I threw some things in there to throw you off the track. So, should be fun. I hope you guys embrace it, because when I thought about it, I was like, hey, I would like to play this, but I can't because I know who everybody is. The pictures are amazing. Like when these pictures were coming in, I was dying. I was like, everybody has these in their photo album. So should be fun. Did you take a peek, Joe?
Yes, it looks awesome. I can't wait to vote.
Should be fun. I love it. You know me, you guys, always trying to do something different so we can have some fun together. So get your submissions in so you have a chance at those ACR tickets. And again, thanks to them and Katie Lindsey for making sure we get those to the winners. Um, Joey, I'm going to turn it over to you. And I know you're going to cover small edges add up with us today. And I appreciate you for that. So I'm going to turn it over to you. And this is Joey Gargiulo. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sherry. So there is a lesson in the 30-Day Poker Coach about how small edges add up. And this audience, we kind of get it, or we already know what that means at the poker table. It means about making as many positive EV decisions over negative ones, and through time they accumulate. So instead of reading from there, I'm going to give you a little treat. I am going to read a few pages from episode 3 of the Poker God series, which is titled Life is Poker, because it really drives home this concept. So here we go. From battling my way through that deadly underground poker scene in New York, to taking center stage under the bright lights of televised final tables, my story has been one hell of a ride for sure. Whether you're a die-hard poker enthusiast or someone who barely knows the rules, the lessons woven through my experiences reach far beyond the felt. I've had my fair share of lessons about human nature, about how we navigate those extremes, highs and lows. And one of the things that stuck with me is this. Sometimes all it takes is an open mind and a willingness to listen. The more we live, the more we realize that instinct is constantly measured against logic. And the more we play, the more we discover that the principles that govern success and failure in poker are the same ones that govern life. It's moments like this when I really truly appreciate what Grandma Angela was trying to teach me about how there are more constants between life and the game than most people ever notice. Our journeys, both on and off the poker tables, are nothing more than a series of decisions. Each one triggers a chain reaction of consequences. Some choices lead to positive expected value. Others drag us into the depths of negative EV. But make no mistake, every hand we play reveals who we are, not by the cards we're dealt, but by how we choose to play them. EV is the foundation of every winning strategy. Being mindful of the average expected result of a decision over time is the single most valuable principle we can apply to every aspect of our lives. Daniel Negreanu, one of the greatest poker gods of all times, put it simple. The decisions you make before the results are what matter. That's how you judge whether you played well. If you play well, the results take care of themselves. That's the essence of EV. The best decisions won't always pay off immediately, but over time, they shape your trajectory, where you end up, and who you become. Phil Galfin, another brilliant poker god, echoed a similar sentiment. If you consistently make good decisions, the results will come. If you focus only on the results, you'll drive yourself insane. Sometimes you make the right move and still lose. Sometimes you make the wrong move and get rewarded. But over the long haul, EV always balances out. That's why the best players and the most successful people aren't results oriented. They focus on making the best possible decision at every moment, regardless of whether they win or lose in the short term. Grandma always said, the ultimate goal in life is to remain balanced, sailing with an even keel, staying as close to equilibrium as possible. This equilibrium mindset is crucial not only at the poker table, but in every decision we make in life. Every great strategy book, every meaningful self-help guide, and every philosophy on success all boil down to the same fundamental truth. Balance is everything, and the inability to maintain it leads to disaster. In poker, we call that going on tilt, letting emotions cloud our judgment, leading us to make impulsive, self-destructive decisions. In life, we see it happen all the time. People who spiral into bad relationships, reckless business ventures, or destructive habits because they lost sight of logic and let emotion take the wheel. As Doyle Brunson once said, the key to success in poker and life is emotional control. If you can't handle losing, you don't belong at the table. Life is full of bad beats, the unexpected losses, the betrayals, the moments that shake our faith into everything we thought we knew. Just like in poker, some setbacks are minor frustrations, while others leave us shattered, questioning our path. Yet, as Grandma reminded me time and time again, those losses, no matter how painful, are the greatest teachers of all. We've all heard the old adages, what doesn't kill us makes us stronger. We are our own worst enemies. But these just aren't just cliches. They are undeniable truths forged into the trenches of life and reinforced at the poker table. The ability to endure, adapt, and see every setback as a stepping stone is what separates those who thrive from those who falter. The universe has a way of revealing its secrets to those who pay attention. After decades of playing this game and navigating this life, I've come to realize that every answer we seek is already right in front of us. The problem isn't that life hides its truths, it's that most people are too distracted to see them. Poker has a way of stripping away the noise, forcing you to confront the raw, unfiltered reality of who you are. The best players, both at the table and in life, are the ones who embrace mindfulness, who heighten their senses, who clear their blockages and expand their awareness. They understand that wisdom can come from the most unexpected places, from the most unlikely events, and the most unconventional teachers. Because when you truly open your eyes, you realize that poker isn't just a game. It's life itself, laid bare. I love, you know, you feel good as an author when you read your own words and you don't even remember writing them and you're like, holy shit, that's good stuff. And
Because it is
right?
good stuff. It is good stuff. That's hilarious.
Well, you know what it is? We get into this thing called automatic writing
Yeah.
where we meditate and we don't even know what we're writing. It's like an artist. They're painting. They have no idea when they're painting. And the next morning they wake up and they're like, holy shit, that's good. And sometimes it's bad, but yeah,
But
I'm
when
very proud of.
it's good, Joey. And that was good. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was fabulous. And tell us one more time how we can download a free copy of the Poker Dance book.
Yes. Okay. And by the way, the poker, if you liked that reading, Poker Gods is a fictional, if you like mafia, mob stories, if you like the Rounders, Poker Gods series it's a fictional, but based on true events, some of them from my life, some of them from a lot of other lives, with philosophy mixed in. So if you like that, like Star Wars-ish, the Poker Dance is a philosophical journey into the choreography of poker. So there's a lot of great quotes in there and stuff. And all you have to do is click on the link that I'm about to put in the chat.
Awesome.
That's simple.
Very good. Thank you, Joey. What a great poker lesson for us. I hope everybody in that audience is enjoying Joey's poker lessons. Definitely has been a great thing to add to this summer coverage. I know that I've been getting messages. People are enjoying it. So thank you, Joey. Appreciate that.
You're very welcome, Sherry.
And listen, I see our friend Karen Chess in the audience, and she is one busy bee. And I want to make mention, she's an ACR Stormer, and she started hosting 3 exclusive Daily Stormer Series events June the 9th through June the 30th on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursdays. Unfortunately, it's the same time as my space at noon, but it's okay. You can play her game and listen to our space at the same time. So don't forget to follow her so you can get that information and join in what she's doing over on the ACR app. I'm sure it's great. Also, her husband, Ben Feingold, is in Vegas right now. He is a Grand Master and he's at the National Open Chess Championship now through June the 14th at the Westgate. There's all kinds of chess to be played, folks. So if you're a chess player, get on over there and play some chess and meet some folks in that field. And I'm sure that's going to be a lot of fun as well. So that's over at Westgate, people. Pardon me. I just want to give a little shout out to Baby Shark. She did a video about the Venetian poker room and getting food delivered while you're playing poker. The next time you go into the Venetian poker room, look toward the corners of the poker room and you will see a QR code, hanging like in a frame or whatever on the wall. If you use that QR code, the menus are going to come up for the places that you can order food. I guess the only place that's listed on choices is the Mediterranean food place. They do not deliver to the poker room, but the rest of them do. So I thought that was a really good tip for us to know that is hanging in the corners of the Venetian poker room, the QR code for menus for food delivery. I want to remind everybody that I have a poll going on my Twitter feed. If you look at the WPT tweet that I retweeted about the billboard that Club WPT Gold put on Las Vegas Boulevard, I did a poll about that. It's in the comments of that tweet that I retweeted. Please take the poll. It's just for the fun of it. We all have some ideas about whether that's a troll or not. So just wanted to see what other people thought about it. Last time I checked, I think there were like 16 that thought it was a troll and maybe 16 people. I don't know. Anyway, we'll go over it after it closes tomorrow. So, but please take the poll just for the fun of it. I want to go over the ladies' London poker package. Many thanks to KerryJane Craigie and the Hippodrome Casino in London. Because of their generosity, we're able to give away a 300 euro entry into the ladies event on October the 18th, as well as one entry into the boot camp and supper that night. And that's on October 17th. You guys can sing me happy birthday while you're in that boot camp. And we're giving it away, folks. What a generous offer for us to give away. It does not include airfare or lodging. There are two ways you can get entered into the drawing. And again, the reason I'm doing it this way is to ensure that we give it away. I want to make sure we give it away to somebody that's actually going because it's non-transferable. So we want to make sure somebody's going, enter into the contest and win it and enjoy that poker package that those folks have generously given to us to give away. So the two ways you can enter to win it is number one, attend the 7th official Spaces meetup game and get 10 entries for doing so. Come play with us and you'll get 10 entries. The second way of doing it is join our space tomorrow as well as June the 19th for your chance to win 3 entries on each of those dates. So you'll come join us in the space. I will give directions and it's sort of going to be like what we normally do for drawings, retweet the space to 3 people or more. And I'll take a picture of who's in the space maybe twice. And we will let all the people that do that or, are included in the pictures and retweet will be part of getting 3 of those entries. And we'll do that tomorrow and next Friday. Don't forget that meetup game is the 26th of June at the Bellagio at 2 p.m. It is a cash game. I see Matt requesting. I thought I sent him a mic, but All right. Hey, Matt, are you there, buddy? Hello, Matt.
Oh, sorry. Hello, Sherry. Good to talk to you. Sorry, I was in a world of my own there. How are you doing over there? Keeping well and Joey as well?
Doing
And
well.
everybody?
Doing well, thanks.
Oh, it's been a busy. As you will have seen from our messages, Sherry, we've had to do a number of things to the apartments. Our team has been really, really busy, and I'm pleased to say now that after a couple more little minor issues, we're nearly going to get these places hopefully rented out soon.
That's awesome. Good for you guys. What a great project. You should be very proud of yourself and your crews.
Thank you. I think the crews deserve the more of the credit than me. I just do the maintenance side of things and just look after them. On the poker side of things as well, Joey gave some really good advice, and I've been enjoying his lessons. I've learned quite a lot from him.
There you go, Joey. Are you there, buddy?
Brother, thank you so much. I really, really do appreciate you.
I love it. Love it, Matt. Did you hear the poker package we're giving away to the Hippodrome in London?
Ooh, I just missed it, Sherry. I know I just came on a little bit later because I was doing something. So could you repeat it,
I
please?
will be happy to. So this is for the ladies, and there's two ways they can enter into this drawing. And the drawing is for a €300 entry into the ladies event and a boot camp ticket, as well as the supper that's included. It was given to us by KerryJane Craigie, who is the director of the card room at the Hippodrome Casino in London. Airfare and lodging is not included. There are two ways to get entries into the drawing. One, attend the official Spaces meetup game, and you'll get 10 entries. Two, join my space tomorrow and next Friday. Follow the directions that'll be given, and a person will get 3 entries for each of those dates. So a person could actually get 16 entries into the drawing.
Now that sounds like my kind of package. That sounds fantastic.
It's pretty good, pretty good. So if you know any ladies in London, this is their time to shine and get their name in that drawing.
Thanks, Sherry. I certainly will. I'll have a word with a couple of clientele, so to speak, who I know down there. So I'll have a little chat with them and see what we can manage.
Absolutely. Well, I'm glad you're joining us this morning. I know you try so often, but you're busy like the rest of us. So I'm glad you got a chance to join us today.
Oh, no, it's appreciated. No, it's good. It's I do listen in when I can anyway while I'm doing my work. But no, I've had some time off, so it's good to have that little relaxation,
Nice. Absolutely. Well, I'm going to move on to some things I need to cover because I kind of was slaxed in the last couple of days because we were busy with some great guests. And I kind of put it on the backside, the back burner, so to speak. But I do want to talk about one thing. As you guys know, 2 weeks ago, not that my life isn't already filled with craziness this year with my son getting married and a new grandbaby coming and my other son buying a franchise and moving out of state and, just a few things going on in my life. But then it got a little more complicated when my husband's job offered him an early retirement. Now, he was going to retire next year anyway. But if he does it this year, of course, we get a little package deal, right? And so we've made the decision. And unfortunately, we had to make it quickly because we had like deadlines to meet and whatever. So, and we had to figure out insurance because I'm not old enough to go on Medicare yet. So we have to bridge the insurance for me until I'm old enough, blah, 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 blah. So last night we went on the website just to show you how crazy our bureaucracy is if you've ever dealt with something governmental, what's the DMV, the voting, if you go to what do you call it, the hospital for our vets, the VA, you know why our government should not be in control of any of these things. It's horrible. But one of the questions in filling out his Social Security paperwork, and of course I followed along because I need to fill it out myself. And so I thought, well, I can learn something from him doing it, so when I have to do it here in a few days, I'll be able to breeze through it hopefully. But first of all, they ask you 3 different times to enter your address, which is very frustrating because I just entered it. Why can't you populate it over here instead of me entering my address a third time? Okay, or his address. Okay, the question of the night though was this: place of birth as it was known at the time of your birth. Let me say that again. Place of birth as it was known at the time of your birth. Wow. What genius is making this application for us to fucking fill out? But yeah, here we go. On the brighter note, it only took about a half an hour to get through the process. Hopefully, it's done correctly because they are definitely asking you stuff like, when did you start? Like, he's been at this job 19 years. What was your starting date? Okay, you can rough estimate the exact date, no problem. But then it asks you, when did your health insurance start when you started that job? Can somebody tell me in this audience that they know the date or even the month that their health insurance started on their job? Like, honest to God, what are we doing here? There's not one correct answer, I guarantee you, of any applicant on that question. It's a waste of time. And why do we need to know that? Why do they need to know when I had insurance start 20 years ago? Like, why? That has nothing to do with what's going on today. Anyway, I'm off of my soapbox about our government and the shenanigans of wasting our tax dollar money on this stuff. Hey, Isaac, how are you? Uh-oh, you there?
Okay, I think I'm here. Am I here?
There you
I'm here.
go. I
I'm
never know.
here.
I never know. At night, your everything is perfect for you, but in the day, because you're running around town, well, I never know what box of chocolates I'm going to get.
Oh man, nah. You know what? That's an interesting observation because that is actually factual. Like in the morning, I'll join spaces or whatever,
Right.
and I'll keep getting that disconnecting, reconnecting. I hate that prompt, yo. I'm gonna make a shirt out of that prompt and vengeance.
I love
I'm
it.
gonna do, yo, for this summer at WS. I listen. Last night, I got inspired for all kinds of
Uh
shirts for
oh.
this summer.
Uh-oh.
So we'll see what happens.
I
We'll
love
see what
that.
happens.
All right, I'm going to do a couple.
I don't know if you saw the chat last night and
Dude,
all of the fun stuff that happened, but
no, I went to sleep. After I went out, I was literally out within 30 seconds because I was dozing off while I was playing. I was like, I just got to go to bed. Like, I literally lost and closed my eyes and went to sleep.
yeah, like and you
Oh,
know what?
shit.
And the Bubble Boy saga continues. I think last night I was Bubble Boy for the
Oh,
Baboons game. I wasn't trying to be. I really wasn't even
right.
focusing too much. I was too busy clowning at somebody in general chat. But we have new
Damn it.
emojis in
How
the
did I
server.
miss that?
Listen,
I got to go
I
back.
was when you do, you will see a certain new sticker in our server.
Oh, God.
Parzival actually is wearing this new design as his Club GG picture, which is just awesome. Which is just awesome. But
I
yeah,
love the
man, I'm great.
shenanigans.
I'm great. I hope everybody else is great today as well.
We're doing good. Listen, get your stuff ready for Inside the Neon, and I'll be back to you in just a minute. I got
Oh, I'm ready.
I got to sweep up the floor, as they say, because there are some things I didn't do the last couple of days that I want to do, and one of them is some of the winners around town. So on 6/9/26, these are the winners I had written down and didn't get to. Noel Etcher won the Win $1,100 No Limit tournament. There were 1,910 runners. He took second place. I'm sorry, I said he won, but he actually took second place for 204,000. Also at the win, Sean Raphael took down the $1,100 PLO Turbo for $33,000. At the Aria, Lorraine Flores took down the $800 Seniors for $36,000. James Polak took down the 300 Nightly at the Aria for $7,400. Bradley Roher took down the $600 No Limit for $29,000. There were 363 entries for that tournament over at the Aria. And one, and I'm going to spell his last name, Giambartolomei. And now you know why I didn't even try it. He took down the Saturday $600 No Limit tournament for $23,000. Over at South Point, Emil took down the 10 p.m. Turbo for $1,359, and there were 73 players in that tournament. Over at the Venetian, Carlos Visoto, or no, Viso, took down event number 39, the PLO Bounty, for $8,000. I take that back, $18,000 plus the bounties. So congrats to all of those winners. Then on day 16, which was yesterday, the winners I had marked down over at the Aria. Stuart Phillips took down the $800 No Limit tournament the day before on the 7th of, no, I'm sorry, on 6/7, June 7th for $45,000. And then Ian Pells took down the $600 limit Hold'em tournament on June the 7th for $11K, and that awesome trophy and hoodie over at the Aria. Go ahead, Isaac.
I mean, I don't want to like step on your toes with the winners, but I was just reading about somebody that won last night. I'm not gonna say who, but yo, the tweets are amazing, and the shade is being thrown at a former guest.
We're going to
I'm sure
talk
you.
about that in a minute. When I
That's so
announce it, look,
awesome. That's so
when
awesome.
I
That's so
announce it,
awesome.
you interrupt me, okay? And we'll go, and you can
Oh
tell
my
us about
god,
them.
yo.
All right, let me
I
finish these
love the
up.
shade I woke up to this morning. I gotta tell you.
You could tell he got rested. He got rested. Oh, I love it so much. Okay, other winners around town. We have over at the Venetian, Bradley Coltis took down event number 41, the $600 bounty tournament for $9,900 plus bounties. Gerald Stogner took down event number 37, the $1,100 $1 million guarantee tournament. And he took home a little bit of money, 200,000, pocket change. Third place in that tournament was Johan Lees, who took home 110,000. Over at the Aria, Sham Shum Benjamin took down the $300 nightly, 400. He got $4,600 in the deal for the trophy. Alejandro Quatturini took down the $1,100 mystery bounty over at the Aria for $56,000. There were 408 entries in that tournament. Duke I'm just going to spell it. Duke Viveros took down the $600 toe tournament in a three-way chop for $1,500. No. Okay, the brain is sort of working, sort of not. For $15,000. Congratulations, Duke and the other winners. Over at South Point, Leslie took down the 10 p.m. Turbo Bounty in a heads up chop for $1,000. So there's some winners around town. And just because I know Isaac cannot wait. Wait a minute. First of all, I got to do these WSOP winners. We had Braden Liu win the $500 freeze out. We had Christopher Alidor take home $387,000 for winning the 1,500 Big O tournament. We had Arthur Martin Rojan took home $1.2 million for taking down the 25K high roller. We had Mike Holtz take down event 31, the $1,500 turbo bounty. We had Bryce Shackey, who is one of our horses, thank God, took down the 10K Dealer's Choice. We had Braxton Dunaway take down the 2K No Limit tournament for $288,000. We had Kenneth Gregory take down the mixed tournament, $600 buy-in. And of course, Maurice Hawkins came in second place for that. I just wanted to go over this because the last 2 days we've kind of been hit or miss on some of the stuff as far as the winners are concerned. Now, I'm going to read the winners first for the WSOP, and then Isaac, you interrupt me when you want to talk about the one you want to talk about. Okay, event number 29, the 50K No Limit High Roller, 7.9 million in the prize pool, 167 entries. Santosh Sverana. I don't know.
Swervana.
Thank you. I was pretty close.
Santos got another bracelet?
He got one last night, took home 1.1 million, no, 1.9 million. And Chris Brewer came in fourth, and Jack underscores California or CA took 1.2 million for coming in second. Now, I will say that event number 30 was the $1,500 seven-handed tournament, and it was a prize pool of 677,510 remaining. Dennis Weiss took home first place in 133,000. Omar Mahmood took home 88,000 for second place, and Ronnie Barda came in third for 59,000. I was really rooting for him. And in third, the third tournament that was a final day yesterday was a $1,500 monster stack, 15 million in the prize pool, 11,933 entries, and Richard Elsop took home 1.3 million in first place. And in second place was Chef Sal for $900,000. And number 3, the Artful Monkey, came in third for 700,000. So go ahead, Isaac. Who did you want to talk about?
Yo, first off, Santos winning his second bracelet is some shit. Because I remember the first time I saw that guy 2-3 years ago in
Right.
Triton stuff, I think.
Right.
And then he won a high roller last season or the season before.
Okay.
And now this one. Dude's definitely a problem. I see him on HCL streams and everything. Very dope player to watch, actually.
Right.
But now let's talk to what it's really about here. Yo, tell Maurice Hawkins this is how you close out a bracelet. Wow.
Oh, yeah. I retweeted one of the, because he didn't, let me tell you something. I love when people do like make tweets like that because it's just us. It's funny trolls, right? It's just funny.
Oh my God,
And so I retweeted it because I'm like, look, if you're going to call someone out like that, how come you're not tagging them? Like, why aren't you tagging him? So I retweeted and tagged Maurice Hawkins, of course, because I'm that bitch. But
no. True. I like that. But yo, Barry Carter
go ahead, read them.
With it.
Read
Barry
some
Carter
of them. Go
was
ahead,
like,
dude.
Joke's on you. You have to pay out anyone who had a piece. Meanwhile, Maurice has already changed his name to Miguel Sanchez. So, shout outs to Miguel Sanchez. I'm good right there. I felt great after I read all that. That's amazing.
Oh my God. Well, Denise Pratt had said something under the tweet like, what I can't remember what she said. What classes or something can Maurice take? I can't remember what the hell she said. And so I told her in my tweet for today, like, come on, come talk to us. Come talk to us about it. So it would be fun if she showed up because she is a bundle of energy and certainly has a lot to say on the topic. So it would be fun if she would join us for sure.
Ooh, you know what? I just saw an event that I did not pay attention to in the schedule that I want to play next year. Wow. So Deep Stack Mixed, No Limit Hold'em PLO? Is that you, God? Is that you calling me?
Uh-oh.
Yo, we're playing that next year. Too dope.
Well, I look forward to hearing you win that one. How about that shit?
I mean, what I didn't know is that
I
that's the one
mean,
where Maurice didn't win. Oh,
oh, so we're going to troll Maurice about that now?
wow. Yes. Oh no, Miguel Sanchez.
I guess.
Miguel Sanchez.
Oh, I love a good troll. Love a good troll. All right, Isaac, inside the neon with Isaac coming at you.
Whoa. All right. So we're inside the neon, all right. Um, Today we're gonna talk about a place that is pretty interesting in Vegas history. I mean, we've already went through pretty much some of the heavy hitters, right? Flamingo, talked about Sands, we talked about Stardust. Now, let's talk about the Desert Inn, the casino that changed who controlled Las Vegas. When most people think about Vegas history, they think about the mobsters, Bugsy, Rat Pack. I don't know if you want to consider the Rat Pack mobsters, but mob affiliated. Stardust, the Skim. But the biggest turning point in Las Vegas wasn't a mob hit or casino opening or even the creation of the WSOP. It was when one billionaire checked into a hotel room at the Desert Inn and refused to leave. That billionaire was Howard Hughes. And his arrival would change Vegas forever. Um, the Desert Inn opened in 1950 and immediately established itself as one of the most luxurious casinos in Las Vegas. Unlike some earlier casinos that leaned heavily into flashy themes, the Desert Inn focused on elegance. This place was designed for like wealthy gamblers, Hollywood stars, business executives, political figures, right? The Desert Inn quickly became one of the premier destinations on the strip, actually. For decades, if you were somebody, you stayed at the Desert Inn. The property featured one of the finest golf courses in Nevada, which, for a lot of people that gamble, like golf is like that sport, right? This became a huge attraction because it gave wealthy visitors like another reason to spend extended time in Vegas. Today, we think of Vegas as, golf, conventions, entertainment, restaurants, sports, but casinos like the Desert Inn helped pioneer the broader resort model. They were building destination experiences long before mega resorts existed. And then enter Howard Hughes. In late 66, Howard Hughes arrives in Vegas and checks into the Desert Inn penthouse. At the time, Hughes was already one of the richest and most mysterious men in America. I mean, I'm from LA. I remember when the Spruce Goose used to be right next to the Queen Mary. And yeah, so he was an aviation pioneer, movie producer, engineer, billionaire investor. What happened next is where the legend begins, right? The Desert Inn informed Hughes that his reservation was ending because another guest had booked the penthouse. And Hughes reportedly responded by saying he wasn't going to leave. So they told him, well, if you don't want to leave, I mean, you'd have to buy the casino. Well, he bought the casino. Not the room, the entire casino. The Desert Inn became the very first of many Las Vegas properties Hughes would acquire. Over the next few years, Hughes purchased casinos, hotels, land, television stations. For the first time, Wall Street money and legitimate corporate capital were arriving in force. Vegas had spent decades attracting investors with questionable backgrounds. Hughes made corporate ownership respectable. He showed major investors that casinos could be legitimate businesses rather than risky mob ventures. Many historians point to Hughes as the beginning of modern corporate Las Vegas. So the Desert Inn wasn't just another casino, it became the headquarters of one of the most important transitions in gambling history. Before Hughes, mob influence dominated many casinos. Outside investors were hesitant, and Vegas carried a rough reputation. But after Hughes, institutional money arrived, corporations became interested, banks became more comfortable lending, and public companies started entering the market. Without Hughes, modern Vegas may have developed another way. So the Desert Inn, in its, we could say its celebrity era, attracted some pretty big names, right? I mean, guests were Sinatra, Elvis, Johnny Carson, a bunch of huge athletes, politicians, business leaders. The Desert Inn was definitely one of the most prestigious places in Vegas. It wasn't necessarily the loudest casino, but it was often the most respected. Um, and of course, just like all of these great properties, after decades of success, the Desert Inn struggled to compete with all the new mega resorts. Ownership changed a few times out of Hughes's hands. Eventually, the property closed in 2000. In 2001, the Desert Inn was imploded. Another piece of old Vegas disappeared from the skyline. Today, the site is where the Wynn and the Encore live. Ironically, one legendary casino gave way to another. And that, y'all, was the Desert Inn.
Thank you for that. Appreciate you. I love learning all that stuff. Howard
Yeah,
Hughes, he
Hughes
said,
is a
screw
very
you, I'm not
interesting figure.
leaving.
A very interesting figure. I always thought Hughes was something else when I was a kid. And The Simpsons, of course, The Simpsons. When Burns opened his own casino and then lost it and started growing his hair and fingernails all crazy. That was all Howard Hughes. The Simpsons put it in a very approachable way when I was a child. So yeah, Hughes, what a figure, right? Like,
Right. Iconic figure for sure. Um, it's hilarious that, you want me to leave? I'm not ready to leave. Okay, I'll just buy it. Like, fuck off.
like for real though.
Like,
That's real fuck you money right there. Like,
that's the real deal, right?
yep.
Oh God, you just have to love it. And of course, these days that property would be millions and millions, and I don't think he would be able to probably these days. It'd be a horse of a different color, so to speak,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
right?
The next one, y'all. The next one is going to be about the dunes. So
Love it,
that's
love
the
it.
next one.
Thank you so much for that. Appreciate
Of
it.
course, of course, appreciate you.
Thank you. Don't forget Popper Poker Saturday. Aaron Baroni is going to visit with us on Monday, just as some reminders. I'm going to go through what's going on at the WSOP today. So, folks that are trying to get there will, have some more information in their toolbox. At 10 a.m. is event number 34, day 1B of the $500 Colossus. At 11 o'clock is the day 2A of the Colossus. And Fortnite Boy is in first place with 1.1 million. John Hardy in second with 1 million. Our friend Andreas is in seventh place. Froelli with 735K. And of course, he's on our fantasy team. So we want him to do well, not only because he's our friend, but, we need him for our team. And just so everybody knows, our team sucks right now. And we were actually hoping for last place. I think it was yesterday or the day before. We're like, hey, we should actually make it to last place because last place gets $2,500. So we were like, maybe we need to root for last place since we're so close because we suck. But then we had a bigger win yesterday, and we have some folks still in it to win it today in some big tournaments. So we may just turn that around, especially if Andreas wins this Colossus. Um, Also in it to win it are at number 13, I Love Feet. Number 24, Justin Arnwine. And at number 79 is JJ Lou, a friend of mine. So good luck to all those still in it to win it. At 12 o'clock, event number 35, day 1B, is a $1,500 pot limit Omaha 8-handed tournament. Also at 12 p.m. is event number 32, day 3, the $3,000 buy-in no limit tournament. There is 3.4 million in the prize pool, 1,300 entries, 57 remain. At the top is $538,000 for the winner. Right now, in first place is Christos. I'm just going to spell his last name. Sorry, it's ARGYRIADIS. Has 2.58 million. And Daniel Wokun is in second place. Jessica Verling, the girl that brings her dog that bites to poker rooms, has 2 million. Others in it to win it. Joe McKeon at 35th position is Beer for Me. And then somewhere down the line is Grumpy Cat. And yes, that was shade provided by me. At 1 p.m. was event number 33, day 3, 10K pot limit Omaha high-low 8 or better tournament, 3.6 million in the prize pool, 390 runners, 25 left, 767,000 at the top waiting for the winner. Ryan Hughes is in first place with 2 million. Hey at is in second place with 1.9 million. Dylan Wiseman, Sir Potsalot, and Jason Mercier are still in it to win that tournament. Also at 1 p.m. is event number 36, which is the $100,000 high roller no limit tournament day 2. Registration is still open. Tony Lynn is in first place with 3.2 million. Galen Hall, a name we have heard often this summer, is in second with 2.5 million. Jason Kuhn, which is one of our horses, is in sixth place. Some other notables still in it to win it: Cabril, Alex Foxen, Bryn Kinney, Chadwick, D Nags, Kristen Foxen, and Chewy, which is another one of our horses. Go ahead, Joey.
Did you say the player who brings her dog to the poker room to bite people?
Not to bite people, but her dog did bite somebody.
Wait, which player did you say? I missed the name.
I'm not going to name it again.
Okay, so I know exactly who it is because I know the story. Sometimes the dog just steal. I watched the dog steal a cheeseburger off of somebody's plate at the win. I kid you not.
Oh, hell no. Well, the fact of the matter is it's an emotional support dog and it shouldn't be there to begin with. So now
and it is banned from certain properties, just so you know.
Yes,
they have
it
done
is.
that. Okay.
Thank you so much. But I called her out once. I can't do it again. Jessica Verling. But anyway, 1 p.m., event number 37, day 2 of the $1,500 horse tournament. 1 million in the prize pool, 780 entries, 171 remain, 183,000 at the top for the winner. Daniel Mikowski is in first place with 390,000. Clayton Mazin is in second with 383,000. Some others in it to win it is one of our horses, Eric Baldwin's in 18th place with 199,000. Bart Hansen still in it, Craig Chait, Schulman, Carol Fuchs, Racier, and Santosh, one of Isaac's favorite. He's the underdog with the lowest stack at 260,000. So that's what's going on at the WSOP. And since I haven't done it in a couple days, we're going to look at the other properties around town. The Golden Nugget has an 11 a.m. no limit tournament, $200 buy-in, 20K guarantee. At 12 o'clock is their triple draw low ball tournament, $400 buy-in, 20K guarantee. Also at 12 o'clock is their bar poker open final table. Also at the Golden Nugget at 1900 hours is their bounty, $150 buy-in, 5K guarantee. The bounties are $25. At 2130 hours is their survivor tournament. Pardon me, $120 buy-in, 3K guarantee. Hold on. Oh, I hope I'm not getting sick. All right, over at South Point at 1010 is their no limit tournament, $120 buy-in, 5K guarantee. At 1410 hours is their day 2 no limit tournament. At 1810 hours is their no limit $200 tournament, 20K guarantee. At 2200 hours and 10 is their turbo bounty tournament, $25 bounties, $120 buy-in, 4K guarantee. Over at the Orleans at 11 o'clock is their no limit tournament, $400 buy-in, 40K guarantee. 12 o'clock is their Raz tournament, $600 buy-in, 30K guarantee. At 1600 hours at the Orleans is their PLO tournament, $240 buy-in, 10K guarantee. And at 1800 hours is their no limit tournament, $200 buy-in, $15,000 guarantee. Over the MGM at 11 o'clock is their no limit tournament, $400 buy-in, 25K guarantee. And their Big O tournament starts at 1800 hours, $250 buy-in, 10K guarantee. That's all at the MGM. Over at the Aria is their turbo satellite into the 1600. And that is a $240 buy-in. They're guaranteeing 5 seats. That starts at 9 a.m. At 12 p.m. is their no limit tournament, $1,600 buy-in, 500,000 guarantee. At $1,900 at the Aria is their no limit tournament, $300 buy-in, $25K guarantee. And over at the Venetian today is their Seniors Day 1A at 1010, $1,100 buy-in, $1 million guarantee. And at 1,800 hours in 10 is their bounty tournament. The bounties are $200. It is a $600 buy-in, $40K guarantee. And last but not least, over at the Wynn today at noon is day 1A of their no limit tournament. As well as, okay, wait, that's a $3,500 buy-in, $5 million guarantee. At 1 o'clock is day 2A. And then at 1,400 hours is a satellite into the 3K. I think it says 3K5. Sorry, I don't know what that is. It's a $500 buy-in. They're guaranteeing 10 seats. So it's a 3K tournament satellite, is my understanding, but double check that. At 1,800 hours is their turbo tournament, $1,100 buy-in, $100,000 guarantee. That's what's going on all around town, people. I do want to make mention of Mandalay Bay. I feel like I'm neglecting them, and tomorrow I'm going to make sure to add on Westgate. But you guys, there's just been so much to disseminate for sure. As hard as I try to get to everything, sometimes I just don't. At Mandalay Bay at 1 and 8 p.m. today is their $60 no limit tournament, no guarantees, 10K starting stack, 15-minute blind. So go find somewhere to play today, people. If you're in Vegas, there's plenty out there. I'm really getting the FOMO now. I still have, 9 or 10 days before I get out there. I have a lot to do, but I'm starting to get the FOMO. Isaac, have you decided what date you're arriving yet?
Yeah, I'm arriving like a day or two before your meetup game.
Okay, perfect. Okay,
Yeah.
for any of you guys, and Joey, I know you're coming. I already spoke to Kieran. Anybody else that's coming? Anthony, Phil. After the meetup game, we go out for dinner. And normally we go to my favorite Japanese restaurant, but you guys know it's closed down because a car drove through their wall, through the wall. So we are looking at other restaurants, and I think we have one picked out. I need to call them to see if, because we definitely want a restaurant that we can have a reservation at. So if you guys want to go with us for dinner, I need to know, pardon me, I need to know who wants to go out to dinner with the group afterward so that I can make sure I have enough reservations. So if you want to go, just DM me that you guys want to go, how many, so I could put you on the list. And typically what I do is I put in a couple extra seats because of course somebody will come up to the meetup game that hasn't heard this conversation, and I'll be like, hey, you want to go to dinner? They're like, yeah. So we always can squeeze more people in. So don't panic, or if you're unsure, it's okay. No panic. But if you know right now you want to, let me know. Go ahead, Joe.
So much on my plate. I forgot to tell you, I did drive by. It's all boarded up, no
Oh,
sign, nothing. It's just, who knows? There's
damn
no
it.
info. Yes.
Damn it. Thank you for driving by and checking on that restaurant for us.
Yeah, there's nothing there.
Oh,
It's just,
it's so sad, but maybe they're building somewhere else. I don't know. I feel like it's maybe an insurance thing now or problem, or they're trying to secure a different location because it is taking a long time to get any word. It happened back in February, March, April, May. This is June, 4 months ago, and there's no word of reopening or whatever. So to me, that kind of reeks of either there's an insurance issue or they're trying to make, find a place and make a deal on a new place to open somewhere else. So, and quite honestly, the place is very small. That's why I never tell anybody on air what the name of it is. So, because I want my own reservations. And if everybody goes there, we won't be able to get in. I'm selfish. Yes, sorry. Sorry, not sorry. So, again, if you want to go out for dinner with us after the meetup game, it's going to be like a 7:30 dinner reservation. Let me know so I could put you on the list. Oh my God, I'm so excited, you guys. I really am looking forward to it. All right, Joe, you have anything else you'd like to bring up?
no, I'm good.
Awesome.
No, this is great.
I'm glad you're taking the day off today.
Yeah, you have to recharge, Plus, I want to spend time with Colette,
Yeah, of course, of
Got to
course.
balance.
Got to balance.
Mhm.
And that's where I was going with that story about Harris and got off in a tangent. After that trip and all the hoopla from that trip, when I got home, I was like exhausted. And I was like, I don't have to do this. Like Vegas is not going anywhere. And I go several times a year. So like, why am I doing this to myself? There's no sense in it. So I regrouped after that trip and, I take days off. I stay in my hotel. There are days that I just stay in my hotel the entire day, just catching up, resting, watching a little TV. There's days I'll go for a hike or we'll go do lunch with friends or whatever. Taking those days off is very important when you're in Vegas to reset your mindset. Otherwise, you're going to take the bullshit from yesterday onto today, and that makes bad poker, people. All right, go ahead, Joe.
So this ties right into something we spoke about the other day. When I first came for my very first series here, I had a very good guide who has been dealing the series for like 30 years, yada, yada, yada. And he brought me to Red Rock, okay?
Right.
And he said, look around. He goes, see all the tourist bus, yada, yada, yada. He goes, when I tell you Red Rock is a 2, and there are 10s in this world, like Yosemite National Park and Zion National Park. He goes, I can prove it. We took a half an hour ride from Vegas,
Yeah,
and we went to the Valley of Fire.
it's beautiful.
Well, Red Rock has a few red rocks. If you have not been, Valley of Fire is like a sea of burnt bacon. Like that's the only way I could
All
describe
right.
it.
You're right,
And
though.
it's quiet. There are bighorn sheep running around. If you look for them, you could find them. It's zen. And you don't have to be a hiker. As a matter of fact, even if you are a hiker, during the summer months, for safety reasons, some of the hiking trails, the good ones, are closed. So you have to come in the off season after September. Okay, so from end of May, beginning of September, you can't hike Fire Wave. There's some hikes that you cannot do, but it doesn't matter. You could do it by car, and you could just stop, get out, 15 minutes here, 10 minutes here, yada, yada, yada. You will reset your soul going there. You'd be like, what did God do? What is going
It's very
on?
true. And I will tell you, and I've spoken about this in years past, there is a trail, and it's the old railroad.
I'm familiar.
The
Yes.
old railroad tracks to the Hoover Dam. So those tracks
Railroad
were,
Pass, it's called.
yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, what's it called?
Railroad
Yeah,
Pass.
Railroad Pass. And what they did is they took out the old, railroad train tracks and they put down, crush and run or gravel or whatever. And it is a beautiful hike. And it is just very, not real drastically hilly, but it does have a little bit of incline and decline and very little. Like it is such an easy trail to walk. And the whole time, like you don't have any trees or anything around you, you're looking over Lake Mead the entire time you're hiking. And then as you're hiking, you go through all of these old railroad tunnels that they built. And when you go through the tunnel, the walls are literally held up with the original wooden trussels. Think that's what they call, and beams. Like it is such a trip to walk through those tunnels and think about the history and how they were built by hand and how the hell did they get the equipment up there? How did they get the lumber up there to build the metal for the tracks? Everything. When you start hiking there, you kind of take a trip down history lane in your own mind and what went on that path, what went on that path decades ago. So I highly recommend take that walk around Lake Mead over to Hoover Dam. Actually, you don't have to go the whole way. And there's a nice parking lot to park in, and it's really a great walk, you guys. Not strenuous at all.
And if anybody does decide to take the ride to Valley of Fire, DM me, because do you know how like when you're on Fremont Street and you see these places that are fish spas where people put their feet in the bucket and the fish? Okay, well, I will give you a secret intel for a warm spring that once, well, it's an old abandoned fish hatchery that somebody decided to put in this warm spring, and the tropical fish are still living in there. And I brought Colette there. You can go there. You'll be all alone. You could put your feet into a natural warm spring, your legs, and have all these tropical fish with water rushing, so you don't have to worry about bacteria like you do with the buckets at the Fremont Street. You could get a free fish spa in the
Oh,
wild
nice.
all by yourself. I'll tell you where to go. And it's 15 minutes from Valley of Fire, and nobody knows about it.
I love that. I'm going to tell you, I couldn't do the whole fish spa thing. That is not for me, but many people definitely enjoy that spa treatment of the fish eating away their, dead skin, so to speak. And many enjoy that. It is not for me. But if you enjoy it, reach out to Joey and he'll make sure you get the hookup for sure. All right. Isaac, you have anything else you'd like to bring up, buddy? Uh-oh, did we lose them?
No, I just had to shuffle through windows. No, I'm good.
Shuffle through windows. You're working
on
hard.
my computer, because actually today I'm on my computer just to see if that made it more stable. So it's working pretty well.
Working pretty well. And I'm just going to tell you, I don't recommend you this is just a general announcement. If you're going onto someone's space to speak, I highly recommend you don't do it through your computer. Your phone is your best option, people. Isaac, he is against all odds.
I really am.
Against all odds with his internet. And he's got his stuff set up where it's capable. Most people's computers, it doesn't work. And then you spend 10 or 15 minutes trying to make it work while you're in the space, trying to go up on the panel to talk. So I always just tell people do it on your phone. No microphones, no earbuds, no earphones, nothing. You and your phone and your charger cord and Wi-Fi. The best way to get results on spaces. Tried and tested. Now, Isaac is a IT guru, so his laptop and everything is set up to the premium. Don't be laughing at me, Isaac. You know it's true.
The fact that you called me an IT guru, I am not an IT guru, but I appreciate that.
Let me tell you something. Anything I have going on, when I have to do anything with the Green Visor gang, I'm like, Isaac, we got to take a phone call. And he's like, come on. And he walks me through it. So to me, you're an IT guru.
Appreciate that.
Well, I appreciate you and your efforts for sure, trying to keep me straight. And let me tell you, I'm a challenge, people, in case you haven't figured that shit out. Oh, my goodness. Case in point, me trying to mint my first NFT. Thank God Isaac was there to help me out.
Hey, but you did that, though. So, yeah.
I did do that. I am proud of myself for that. And if there's one thing I'm going to tell you, I don't give up. It may take me a while, but I don't give up. When I built my first web page, Peaches Poker Picks. I did it because somebody rubbed me the wrong way and it motivated me. Like they wanted me to give them my pictures to build a website with. Now, I've never ever charged for my pictures. My whole life, I've given my photography away for free. When I started taking pictures in the world of poker, it was for the ladies. To celebrate the ladies, I would put it on the websites, the different female, the different women's association websites. They could take them for their profile pictures. I did no editing. I did no lighting this or that. Whatever I took that day was the picture you were getting. Why? It's free. Why am I not going to edit it and all this? Because that's my time. That's not free. I have things to do in my life. But hey, if I catch a great picture of it, it's all yours. Go for it. Enjoy it. Well, somebody was insisting that I give them my photos on a disc, on a thumb drive, so they could build a website with my photographs. That didn't sit well with me. So I went home and I took down all my pictures off of all of the social media I put it on, except my own. And I spent, I don't know, 5 weeks building a website. Yeah, I could have let someone else do it for me, but I was determined. And I did. It probably would have taken somebody one day to do what it took me 4 or 5 weeks, but I didn't care. I was motivated. I didn't give up. And guess what? My site turned out great. And you know, it kind of was the middle finger to the one that thought they deserve to own my photos. Yeah, fuck off. Anyway, I know you guys didn't bargain for that story, but there it is. And you would be amazed at who that person was, but we won't talk about that now, will we? Nope, sure won't. But I took care of that. Anyway, all right, you guys, last chance to bring it up or say anything or do whatever, because my carpet cleaner guys are coming here in about 40 minutes. Like I have nothing else to do. Let's get the carpets cleaned today, shall we?
Yeah. So tomorrow's lesson is short stack poker requires clarity.
Love it. Love it. I love playing short. I mean, not that I prefer it, but I'm definitely a short stack kind of player. Like I'm good at it, I should say. For sure. So that's going to be a great lesson for all of us. Okay, Isaac, last words, and we're going to log off.
Thanks for pulling up, everybody. See y'all tomorrow.
Yeah, what he said. Appreciate all of you. If you're playing today, hey, good luck. I see you down there, Barry. I hope you're playing today. And Michael, you too. Anthony, Kush, D-Man, good luck, everybody. Dusty, appreciate you joining us. Oh, here comes Barry. Let's see what he's doing. DeFamous, glad you joined us today. Hey, Barry.
Hey, Sherry, thanks for the space. I just came up to say fuck poker, fuck the WSOP, and go Knicks.
We have a bad attitude today. What's going on, Grandpa Stiskin?
Let's go, Barry.
I played the 1500 horse last night. You know, they
Okay.
play 15 levels. And during the 15th level, at the very end, they say whatever random number of hands to go. So it was 3 hands to go before the bag.
Right.
And on the third hand, during the Omaha high-low round, I picked up ace king 3. And I conveniently ran it into ace queen 9.
Oh,
And flop was queen jack with my nut flush draw. Turn was a queen, and see you next year.
sorry. Oh, bummer. Sorry to hear that. Are you playing today or are you going home?
Flight's tomorrow, so I'll find something
Okay.
to do today.
All right. Very good. Keep us posted. Have you run into anybody besides Wolfie? How about Ruben? Have you seen Ruben?
Ruben's not here.
Oh, I thought he was coming there last Monday. Okay. Anybody else you run into?
Yeah, it's a who's who down here. I keep posting pictures of all kinds of people.
I'll have to go look. I've been busy, Barry. Busy.
Hey, Barry.
Yeah.
Wu-Tang for the halftime show, though. Brought y'all back. Congratulations.
Wu-Tang forever.
Wu-Tang forever and ever and ever. Thanks for giving us an update, Barry. Good luck today. Sorry that didn't work out for you yesterday, buddy. Hey, have you heard anything from Fats? Anybody heard anything from Fats lately?
I was thinking of playing the 600 Raz you spoke about today in his honor, because he about 75 years ago, he final tabled one of the WSOP Raz tournaments.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. And we made fun of him for the shirt and tie he wore. Remember that space? Oh my God, it was so funny. I don't even know how we got on that topic of what he was wearing at that table. And in true Fats is, he took it with a grain of salt, right? He had fun with it as well. And one of the best Raz players around for sure is Fats. No doubt about it. All right. Anybody hears anything about an update on him, let me know, because I've sent him a couple messages. I haven't heard back. So definitely I'm thinking about him for sure. Sending him some prayers. We're going to log off, folks, because like I said, the carpet people are coming to wash my carpets. I've shot myself in the foot yet again by having the carpet people come today. Appreciate all of you for listening and participating. And if you're listening at a future time, appreciate you as well. And until next time, you get a chip and you get a chip and you get a chip and you get a chip.